Okay, go to the night research and site planning. Thôi con để đấy, đúng không? Jim Croce Way. Jim Croce 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 Way. Okay, successful. Đây là lá sợi có không còn nước và chơi ba đi. Release. Touch. Capture enemy. Save. Okay, start with night research and site planning. What you learn in the lesson? An overview of the night selection and supply module. So by now, hopefully you have pretty good idea of online marketing. We can now start to really get into the site creation process. This model is going to teach you how to pick a successful niche. This is perhaps one of the longest and most difficult part of setting up a site. There are good reasons for true. If you get this right, you will save yourself a lot of time and money. If you skip the step or don't do the necessary research in your next, you could end up packing up yourself into a corner with a very difficult red hour. Don't worry too, we break the section process down into multi side-by-side step. Follow routes one by one and you'll be just fine. Sublearning, once you done that, you can start to build the scaffolding of the site. We teach you exactly how to copy the option 9 you have chosen and get everything prepared to have your site up and running in no time. Nice, nice, that's work well. Well, was make a good niche, how to upgrade nine research example of good potential niche. Now that you have basic marketing covered, it's time to start looking at the type topic your site will be around. Picking a niche is one of the most pivotal process in the root cause. While most mistakes can be reflected easily, it's incredible how to recover from picking a best night, bad night. For this reason, it's important that you take your time to do it right. Fortunately, for fortunately, we will work you through the selection process one step at a time, so you can come away with the time you make the right choice. Picking a match can take a long time and is possibly one of the more difficult parts of the course. At the time, you might want to give it up on college a day. On time, want to just it on canvas. If you can overcome this first 100, you will well on your way to success and things get a lot easier after this. That because you are building a step one authority side, it does mean you should only consider step one during the selection process. If you want to enjoy long-term success, you will need to look at the long-term protection of the niche. For this reason, we are looking at a step you sign the site even if they may not immediately reveal. As a guild, you need to look at a few things when searching a good niche thing you can sell. As we previously talked about, you need to really think about how can make money from this niche. As we previously talked, a website around people, however, is much more simply The alternative you can promote and sell, leaving the door wide open the monetization opportunity. Online buyer. Do people actually want to buy this product? If so, how many people? Will be worthwhile if when people continue to want to buy them. You will need to have a really good understanding of your needs to see whether there is long-term poten- poten- potential. Something may be increasing in properly, whereas others may be decreasing. You also want to consider whether you want to target a narrow audience or a wide one. For example, do you create a site about dogs or hunting in all specific type of dog? What most work well is coming with these pros and cons. Use pros. You see faster result. Google often provides the expert of the game on content. There is a setting up and leaving. Out you can push out a few articles and leave it without much competition, making it a great way to earn passive income. It's also really easy to resell. Since since their scope is much smaller, it makes them easier to handle without issue. You will have less wiggle room. There will be less tools, reporting, keywords to pick from that are actually relevant to your site. You want to grow, you need to create multi-narrow site. This means looking many sites and often them. The building opportunity will be limited. It will be hard to convince other sites to link to your content outside outside of your night. In since your site has a such a narrow scope, why cross link building is very easy. You can read out to ton of different sites because you can cover a wide range of relevant topics. There are more options for monetization. You can affiliate a far wider variety of products. You resell value. Which site can be sold for huge number. Cons. It takes more time. It needs really work to have to catch up to compete with the scope of their content. There's no right or wrong part here. If you like idea of managing a portfolio outside, you should consider picking another night to start off. If you like the idea of owning a huge now of a site, however, what is the only way able you you be able to do that? Finally, you need to consider recently some night have a huge push and deep spot spy around the summer must look when the weather is bad. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but you need to take a leap of faith. Something untruth is fact that sales will increase and as season change. Competition. Competition exists everywhere. You should be worried if it didn't. Often, even night is without competition. So likely a good reason no one has tapped into. Nước đây này con này, nước đây này, nước đây này. Đây rồi, đây rồi. Đồ uống nước một con. Using this course, we help you identify competitors which are likely making a lot of money but are not necessary. Chẳng thôi, uống cốc này cũng được. Và chơi bài đi. How to complete a guest. The three golden time niche. With all information in mind, there are often three categories. Free tech for three categories that fit criteria for a good night's passion, lifestyle and problem. Here are a few examples for each of them. Passion, paintball, horseback riding, fishing, gardening, BBQ, cooking, ice hockey, photography, drone, cycling, rock climbing, crawfish, home brewing, lifestyle, parenting, veganism, pest ownership, fashion, home ownership, and DIY. DIY, outdoor lifestyle, single dash lifestyle, single dash lifestyle. Problem, ringless smoking, diabetes, weight loss. This is very broad news. I'm sure you love to wrap one of the bow, listen and move on. However, there is much more to it than that. We will start to cover in the next lesson. Raining storm night. What will you learn in this lesson? How to pick rod, list of night, how to frame expression for night. Now that we have a good understanding of what makes a good night, it's time for more hand of operation. By the end of this lesson, I'm going to have a very broad list of continental needs which we can drain into further. The idea of this process is go to as broad as possible. Don't worry too much if you unsure whether it will work or not. And really don't get hung up with the small detail. Just we'll be looking into each individual in the next few lessons. To get started, you will need to make copy of this sheet. This is stored in the Google Sheet. If you don't already have a map account. So for the inspiration, Flippa. Flippa is maker for people to sell their style. It's result of nice inspiration. If you believe it's nice so much that you're willing to start up what a sick blood figure into buying a sign about it, it must be worth right. Quickly sign up free to the result to find out the has been sold and bam. You have yourself a big list of potential to explore content creation try. If people are investing money into content they shine, they're good chance they're doing well, making a lot of money. You can take a quick content creation website, fill out the site, asking for content. Blogger. You will feel a ton of people looking around blogger. Take a look at the different sites which have a request content and see the kind of nice they're from. Something you might need a deeply which I have a list their website. A quick Google of the person who posted the job will usually bring up the sign. Upwork. Our reference platforms that cover all kind of job. You need to dig around a bit to get the appropriate result here. Think is not just for writer. Set yourself up as a freelancer and search for Amazon review content job. This will give you a hook list who believes upside you are looking for water in Zenit. You can also switch yourself from freelancer to client and take a look at some of the most popular writer and the different styles that have them, used, used them. The portfolio, the portfolio will give you a big joy in the potential tonight. Amazon and affiliate side. Whether you intend to use Amazon Associates or not, various affiliate, affiliate platform agree for 9 is. Amazon is really the place to start as they have a huge variety of products. By browsing each department, you will find yourself a big list of different subcategories for continental nights. You can also draw inspiration from other affiliate programs, even if you're not planning on using them. You can check out big list program here and see what have an offer. Feel free to check out the static and dig deeper into the ones that work best for you. It doesn't necessarily matter how to find your list of nine, when, but you're going to want to get as many as you can. Resort, like nice, this bridge. Cup picnic and using rock down around the bridge. Yes, this with our the score to give you a route around everything is market. Flip We're getting started with market research. What we will learn is the lesson. The process for assessing is not reliability. Now that we have our one list nine, it's time to start narrowing them down and cutting out the ones that won't work. At this step, you will really need to have a big list for generalize. If you don't have a list, 10, 59 in the list will strongly encourage you to go back and add more. It may be a time to skip, but it's incredibly important if you want to get the best result. Cost survivor flipper or binding flipper or Clifton Duff from camping, hiking, manufacturing lifestyle upward, coffee upward, security, surveillance, shooting, how to fishing. In order to carry out your market research, you will be working with tools, spreadsheets, analysis. This is just sheet you currently using brainstorm your nice. We'll be going through each of the clone in the sheet one by one to see how viable it is in various categories. deep research. As you progress through the night analytics, you will also to begin populating the deep net resources with the information you find. We go through what you need to find and where in it lesson. You will need to make a copy of this research sheet for each night you have found so far. Make sure the name correctly so you can keep track and copy link into the night analysis for good access. Is what we learn is this what the is how to find which side is it of your chosen night. Identify what whether your night has a lost which side or not. Hopefully by now you have at least 10 to 15 nights. If not, go back and continue populate your list. Once this is done, you can continue a quick introduction to domain rating, and ASIS, which will allow them to web continue altering the hacker. At this point, it's time to sign up your first tool. The first thing you have looking in area is metric on the yes metric is in identify how authority lives a website and a scale of 1 to 100. The higher the site is domain rating is domain important it is. You must remember the is a routine rating created by a based on their own generally a very accurate data. It's really secure for estimating sound authority, but it should only be used general view. There also other service they use their own scale for each mode, but through how the duration of the call will always use a rep. What count as a bit shy and why does it matter? Generally speaking, anything which the are of 60 plus is considered a bit shy. Home have ambition. UA battle the 74. It's a bit side is this nice, then there are route change a long way down the road. You have the opportunity to be on them to make it continue to work on the side. How to feel? Okay. See you soon.